broadcasting live from 4108 South Martin Luther King Drive here in the city of Chicago. We are a station that is located in Bronzeville in the city of Chicago. We're broadcasting live all over the world. We have people from as far away as China, South Africa, and of course in the East, Vietnam, and in the West, as far as Australia. People are tuning in because we speak the truth on behalf of the peoples of color all over the world. My friends, I want you to tune in to Facebook Live, tune in to YouTube, or you can go straight into Urban Broadcast Media and pick us up through that channel. The important thing is we want you to listen, view, and enjoy, be informed. We have a number of issues to cover today. And of course, the top of our agenda is Haiti. President Donald Trump said Monday that he is ending a temporary residency permit that allowed 60,000 citizens from Haiti to live and work in the United States of America, subsequent to the hurricanes and earthquake of 2010. He indicated that Homeland Security will be terminating those visas and permits July 2019. That means that we're looking at sending over 60,000 African or black residents that are now in the United States of America of Haiti or Haitian-born back to Haiti. We're told that Haiti has stabilized, normalized, but thanks to President Trump, he's giving the Haitians that are here another almost 2 years to stay here. Well, we want to applaud that action. Can't say that we disagree with it. Obviously, we encourage us to open our arms and our doors always to those who are distressed, be they from Texas, be they from Puerto Rico, or be they from any other place around the world. The United States of America has always been a sanctuary country. We are a nation of immigrants. Some of us arrived here not because of our choice, but some of us came to the United States of America because we were slaves brought here by white slave masters. But this is a nation, by and large, of immigrants. And so we're glad to see our Haitian brothers and sisters that will be here another year or two. And of course, those of us from the city of Chicago or in the city of Chicago, state of Illinois, we welcome our brothers and sisters from Puerto Rico as you have to come and locate here temporarily until your island stabilizes. But my friends, this is something that we care deeply about, and that is we care deeply about those who come to our shores that are in need. That's what America stands for. We are a nation with a heart. We're not mean-spirited people. If you look at us over the long pole, you find more often than not, we are a nation that opens up its arms to the poor and the oppressed. Look at the Statue of Liberty, and look at the inscription on the base. This is Leon Finney. I'm gonna have to take a short break. We'll come right back.
Coming back.
Yes, and I just want to say this. One of the things that I didn't notice is that there are some people that oppose changing this policy here. As a matter of fact, to send the Haitians back. I just read the second part of the story. And apparently the governor of one of the state representatives, a Republican from Florida, expressed strong opposition to the the measure to send the Haitians back and urged that the administration reconsider. How about that? That's the Republican Party. That's men and women and people who've been elected from the Republican Party saying, hey, look, maybe we should reconsider sending the Haitians back. This is Leon Finney. I'm going to back off of my comment and say maybe we should celebrate this that quickly. But anyway, I stand corrected. My friends, protesters are organizing once again in response to the Donald Trump's effort as it relates to on immigration. And of course, this is forthcoming after Thanksgiving will be Black Friday. Some of you remember last Thanksgiving and the Thanksgiving before, many of us marshaled to the Magnificent Mile for the sole purpose of protesting the murder or the killing, I should say, of Laquan McDonald. And we crowded the Magnificent Mile in protest. Of course, many things have happened in the last year or 2 years since we protested. Things have changed. Now we find that police officers who violate the law have been convicted, and one police officer yesterday or day before yesterday was sentenced to 5 years in prison for shooting at a group of teenagers in a car. But anyway, we see that we can expect some additional protests this coming Black Friday, or that is Friday after Thanksgiving. We call it Black Friday. It's generally a shopping day where we Americans and we Chicagoans go to the Magnificent Mile and shop and shop and shop. So you can expect protesters there. I'm not sure how big the protest will be. Last year was a lot less than it was year before last. I'm not real sure that this protest has a lot of steam, but hey, if you want to be there and you want to join in the area at this time to protest anything, if you want to protest, this is the United States of America. And one of the things that our Constitution guarantees, and that is the right to peacefully assemble and petition our government. So if you want to peacefully assemble tomorrow, or after Thanksgiving, I should say, that's Friday, go ahead down to Magnificent Mile. I'm not sure that I'll be there this time, but I do urge those who want to exercise your right to protest. Hey, this is a free country. This is the United States of America, and you have a right to protest. My friends, we've got some wrap-up things that we've got to talk about. One of the things, of course, is that the budget for the county board passed day before yesterday, and guess what? 321 people will have to be laid off because the county does not have money to replace the tax revenue that would have been generated from the soda pop tax. So when the people revolted and demanded that the soda pop tax be repealed, it was repealed. But what they didn't vote up was how our county government would balance its budget. So I think that having no alternative, the county board decided that it had to lay off 321 people who have historically worked for the county government. They'll be laid off. Every department in county government has been impacted. I'm going to have to take a short break, and when I come back, we're going to wrap up. $30 seconds. How many minutes?
We come back, you have about 4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Mm-hmm. All right, ready, Doug?
Okay, we're back. This is Leon Finney, and we are live in Facebook. We're live in YouTube, and of course, you can log in to Urban Broadcast Media right now, or you can download our app, and you can go across the board at any given time. Download our app, urbanbroadcastmedia.com. My friends, Mayor Rahm Emanuel just also had a challenge, but this time he put forth to the City Council his budget, or our budget, those of us who live in the city of Chicago. And that budget called for a whopping $8.6 billion spending plan, and had to be balanced with raising taxes, of course, and those taxes that will be raised will be on the telephone bill, ride hailing, and large revenue amusement centers. That means that in many instances, the Civic Opera House and hotels, etc., where people gather to be amused, theaters, etc., their taxes will be raised. But hey, there was an $8.6 billion budget approved, and guess what? Only 3 members of the city council voted against it. So that means that the Rahm Emanuel has been able to generate across the board support for the budget. It means that hearings were conducted throughout the city of Chicago, and apparently the mayor as well as members of the city council listened. Let's hope that all will go well, and my sense is that this is a budget that its time has come. I think that there's a small amount of money that will be available for Chicago public schools, and some money will be available, I believe, for libraries. But anyway, if you want to make a case, you can always call the city council, or you can call your member of the city council, your alderman, and register your concern. We think at this particular point, this is probably the best we can do, we can get, and so we look forward to this budget being put in operation and put in place. And that's for the city of Chicago. I'm going to go ahead and post this, and you can read it on our site, our website, if you want to see the entire copy. But here again, we're saying the budget has come and passed. We have a new city budget. The mayor of the city of Chicago will undoubtedly sign it. Now, my friends, as I close out, let me wish each one of you a happy Thanksgiving. And in particular, I want to wish with my church happy Thanksgiving to the families that we visited yesterday, door to door, to make sure that we had 100 turkeys and the trimmings delivered to 100 families across the south side of the city of Chicago. We delivered turkeys to Dearborn Homes, and 25 of the turkeys were delivered door to door to people who live in Dearborn Homes here in the city of Chicago. We delivered turkeys to people who live in Washington Park. We delivered turkeys to people who live in Lake Park Place. We delivered turkeys to people who live in South Shore. We delivered turkeys to people who live in Wentworth Gardens. We delivered turkeys to people who live in Washington Park. And it was, I think, a wonderful occasion. We were joined by the 2nd District Police. They joined us in partnership, and we took those turkeys door to door. People had their dignity. They didn't have to stand in line. We took those turkeys to them door to door. That's the way Metropolitan Apostolic Community Church works. That's the way the Woodlawn Community Development Corporation works. And guess what? A shout out and thank you to Leon Walker, who was able to solicit 100 turkeys from Jewel T. Grocer, and they provided the turkeys. We provided the manpower, the woman power, and the trimmings. Guess what? I want to thank everybody out there listening, and I want you to have a happy Thanksgiving, the best ever. And you can run and tell that.